Hi guys. So we're here back at Bolton Abbey, where the famous Strid is, and today me and Em are going to be exploring the entirety of the grounds, but this time we're taking Em with us to see the famous Strid for the first time and get Em's reaction to seeing the Strid. But we're going to be slightly more touristy today, and we're actually going to explore the whole grounds, not just the Strid. So it's more of a Jack and Em adventure style video rather than specifically related to just the Strid. But I just thought I'd show you exactly where we are right now, because the grounds, I've only ever really covered the Strid here. I've never really taken you anywhere else. Well, I have taken you to Valley of Desolation before, which is here. But we are going to be starting, where are we? We are starting here at the Cavendish Pavilion, and then we're going to be walking up through Strid Wood towards the Strid itself. That's going to be the main focus of the video, getting Em's reaction to the Strid, and I've got some stories to tell you that I never put in the actual videos of the Strid. And then we're going to be making our way up to the Aquaduct and towards Bardon Bridge at the very top of the estate, and then we'll come back down the other side and make our way down towards the Priory Church and the ruins, which is probably one of the last things we'll see, and then back towards here, because the ruins are just probably 10 minutes down from us now, but we're going to make our way up to the top first. So we're here and we're going to go to the Strid right now. So yeah.
Right now.
So come and join me and Em on our adventure around Bolton Abbey Estate today. I hope you enjoy. I know there's going to be a lot of yous in the comments because the title of this video is going to have the Strid. It's going to be in the title. So there'll be a lot of returning viewers that probably don't know who Em is because they've never met Em before and they only watch the Strid content, and Em was never part of the Strid series. I went out and done that completely solo. I'm going to bring Em along this time. I hope you all enjoy. Let me know in the comments below, and welcome Em to the Strid series, because this video will probably end up in the playlist of the Strid series. I've never actually filmed any of this before. What the internet knows as the Strid is actually, whilst the Strid is beautiful on its own, it's actually in an area that is beautiful as well. So I might as well show you all exactly what it looks like as we walk to the Strid. Now this is the Cavendish Pavilion, which I showed you on the map, and this is where you can get, you know, refreshments and whatnot. And there's toilets here, ice cream, you get your sandwiches and everything. Sit out here, and you've got the bridge that goes over to the other side, and they call this the Pavilion Bridge. And this is where the start of Strid Wood is, right on the other side of this cafe area. So it may not look it at the Strid itself, like on the previous videos. It might not actually look that busy of an area. Obviously you get a few heads in the background of the video, but this area here is where everyone builds up mainly. It's a very family heavy area. Yeah, here's the start of Strid Wood. So where we are here, and the Strid is just halfway up. But we're going to be walking all the way up to Bardon Bridge. And there is some stepping stones somewhere as well, but I don't actually know which side they're on. I'm sure we'll find them though. What, like built up as this?
Yeah, I just thought it was like a random, like rivery bit, and you just walked up. But I didn't realise it was a whole.
This is Em's first time visiting Bolton Abbey. Bolton
Abbey.
Visiting Bolton Abbey Estate to go to the Strid. Now obviously Em is probably in a similar boat to the rest of you lot, which is you've only ever seen the Strid for how I've shown you it on camera. You've never been out and experienced the trip to the Strid. The estate that the Strid is in is much bigger than what I've ever been able to film before, which is what I'm going to try and do on today's video. Sort of the traditional kind of Jack and Em adventure style video.
Somewhere you'd come for a day out with like your family or something.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
very.
didn't realise it was like that.
It's very family orientated. It's got a super relaxed vibe, but obviously on the internet, the Strid doesn't have a relaxed vibe at all. It's just full of mystery and death and drama and bad headlines. But the actual place itself, a lot of these people that are in the background of the shots, they probably aren't even aware of what the Strid is. Like, so there'll be a percentage of people that come to see the Strid specifically, but the vast majority of people here have just come to be outdoors and be in nature. They haven't come specifically to see the Strid. It's just to outline everyone that's watching Strid content. We are searching and looking for a very niche bit of the history of where we are right now, but the overall area where we are it's not really about that. It's not really about the Strid. People will be here and have no idea what the Strid is. They'll have never seen the Strid videos. And show you that it's not an evil place. It is quite
wild.
It smells garlicky right
Yeah.
now, doesn't it? It's got super garlic smell right now. Yeah, so it's the 24th of June and it's really like, feels humid, sticky.
Yeah, sticky, yeah.
It's really like humid today. So there's multiple paths down. You can obviously just, it's great for wheelchair and buggy access here. They've got it laid out and set up really well. But you can go whichever way you want, really. We're just going to carry on the main path. But the first time I came here, I paid £8 to park at the that pavilion place we've just left. And today, it's nearly doubled in price in about 2 years. It's £15 now to park. I don't know if the price changes based on the season. Maybe it's just £15 because it's June, right? And it's Saturday right now. So maybe it's just based on that fact. But it's certainly more expensive than it was back then. Maybe all the custom that they got from the videos, they thought, well, we need to hike the price. The parking...
And he made me pay.
No, it didn't. She didn't pay. Now look at the colour of the water here, guys. It is... Yeah. It is a real chocolatey colour right now. Yeah, you've just got people walking on both sides.
Right, okay. Ready to go?
Yeah, so I thought I'd just quickly read out the timings for walking distances to the Strid. If you start at the Priory, roughly it will take 30 minutes to walk to the Strid from where we started our walk, where we've parked the car. So roughly it's going to take 30 minutes. It usually takes me a bit longer because I faff about with the camera, right? And then all the way to Bardon Bridge from where we started is approximately 70 minutes to get there. So then you could assume 70 minutes back. So realistically, you can easily spend 3 to 4 hours out here, because that's just the walking time, right? You're going to stop and see all the different points of interest. So you can have a full day out here, a full day out with the family, and it's not just the Strid. You can fill the day up completely with various other things, which I'll show you today. So just around this corner is where the Strid will reveal itself. Start to see the famous overhangs where it becomes really narrow, and this part is where in the video you see loads of people swimming in here, right? And Em might get in and swim later, I don't know, but this is where people swim. And in some of the drone footage that I got, those couple of years ago, that's where you can see them swimming. And there's this information board, which...
There's me.
Yeah, that's... but this information board's at the start of the Strid. And this image here is what everyone was waiting for me to eventually do someday. Plenty of wildlife at the Strid, and it calls it all out on this board. So people saying, like, there's loads of people asking how they fish in the Strid. Well, apparently there's grayling and brown trout and crayfish. So this is how you walk down to the Strid, and you've got the signs. Danger. The Strid is dangerous and has claimed lives in the past. Please stand well back and beware of slippery rocks. I read it and thought, well, I best get as close as I can.
I bet it's down.
It's for science.
Yeah.
Doing it for science. So remember guys, this is Em's first time at the Strid. Em walking down to see it with her own eyes for the first time. And I know there's people all over the world that have watched this Strid stuff and have said we'll never be able to see it in person, so they appreciate the videos. But if you ever do get the chance to, it is a beautiful place to come and visit. So we're just walking along the Strid's edge here. And we'll see what Em thinks of the brutal 100% fatality, death rate, gruesome, horrific headlines.
Just can't believe it.
Strid. So, what do you think, Em? Is it like, when you watch my videos, is it like...
I don't watch your videos.
The videos about the Strid, now that you're here stood in person, do you think that the Strid is portrayed correctly? Do you think that it is as scary as it is made out on the internet, or do you think it's more relaxed? And does it feel dangerous? Like where you're stood, Em is stood, you know, 3 or 4 foot from the edge of the turbulent part of the Strid. So where you're stood, does it feel dangerous to you right now?
No.
No? It just feels normal.
Feels pretty chill. But obviously it looks scary. I wouldn't go in there.
So for me, it's kind of strange coming in like a more touristy sense of visiting this place, rather than like every time I've been here, I've visited this place with an agenda, like something, an agenda or an objective to specifically try and achieve something here. Visiting with them is more like we just like to kind of mess about and just see everything there is to see. Being stood here with them, my sort of partner in stupid decision making while we're out in nature, having the agenda, it felt totally different to what it does now. You know, we're 2 years on from all of the Strid series stuff, and being here now just as a tourist and visiting the place, it doesn't have the same feeling that it did back then. But certainly I am fond of this place. This place has a lot of meaning to me now, especially the Jack of Snacks channel, because essentially it helped build what it is today.
We are dreamers of the shore.
Okay guys, you know what I'm like when it comes to the Strid. So I can't come here and not do another experiment, and today I'm going to bring an absolute world's first to Strid research. What I'm going to be doing is I've previously put a camera down there, and you know, I've put a camera on a line, yeah, and I've lowered it down to try and get the best footage possible. It didn't really work the way we thought it would, because we have no control of the camera when it's down there. It's just getting tumbled around, it's getting stuck, it's getting trapped. We potentially lose the camera, right? So we need to, I was thinking, how do we resolve that issue of not getting great footage? So what we've gone and done today is I've brought this device with me, which should allow me to get better footage from the bottom of the Strid. I've attached this rope to my device, which is just to my right here, and I've attached a camera to the device. So this should allow us to get some really good footage. This is my device. I think she's ready to go.
I think we're good.
Yeah,
I can hold my breath for ages.
So we should be able to get some great footage. And Em's got a phone with her, so she's going to put the light on her phone, and she'll be able to lighten up the cave and stuff underneath for you guys. Does it feel safe?
Yeah.
Yeah? And obviously I'm going to be holding this rope, so Em's in good hands, yeah? So I hope you enjoyed that little skit of me and Em just being a couple of idiots at the Strid there. Obviously, we never had the intention of putting Em in the water. It was just me and Em just do daft stuff when we're out at places like this. So I don't feel satisfied from my weekend if I don't get out and do something daft. So we're leaving the Strid. Em's just checking what our next point of interest is to go and see.
Are we going up here?
Cumberland Trail. We'll probably not do the trail because it just does like a circular, doesn't it?
That's up.
So we're going to go to the Aquaduct next.
Okay.
So I thought I'd tell you a little story about the Strid, which I've never spoken about on the channel before. Hundreds of emails from individuals, you know, people from all over the world. There was one in particular that stood out to me. A guy who said he was a local to the area. He really wanted to come down and visit, come and show me and prove to me that you can indeed climb into the Strid and live to tell the tale. Because obviously I was saying it's 100% fatality and that's what it is online. He had claimed that he knew nothing about the Strid. He didn't know that the Strid had this mystery about it online. Claimed that he used to come down here as a kid with his family and he used to jump in at the waterfall area, like specifically the bit that we're all scared of, right? It's the crazy part. So he used to say that he'd come down and jump in and he would lay on his back with his hands behind his head and he would float down the Strid and come out the other side, right? And he said, I've done this hundreds of times. Can I meet you at the Strid and you video me and we'll prove to the world that you can get in the Strid and not die? And I was taken back by this because obviously this is the first time I'd ever heard someone willfully getting into the turbulent area. I've heard of people jumping in at the end of the Strid where it tails off and it's not so bad. But I'd never heard of anyone getting into the washing machine, as we could call it, the washing machine area. Now, obviously, I was never going to agree to this. If something happened, and if he was making up this story, which I'll leave that for you to decide. Do you think that's a believable story? Do you think that's something he used to do with his family? Let me know in the comments. But for me, if I go and meet him at the Strid and film him doing that, I would be, if something happened, I would be destroyed in the comment section for influencing him to do such a thing. So I didn't want that. And second to that, even if I did go and film him doing that and he got in with no safety equipment, nothing, let's say for instance he did survive and he came out and everything was fine, let's say his story is true and it's real, even then I would still get slaughtered online because I can't even stand next to the bloody thing. If I stand a foot away from the edge, I get told off in the comments section for even being too close. So if he gets in it in the video, then I'm just going to be told off into oblivion. Like, I'll never hear the end of it. So I emailed him back saying that's a fascinating story, but I cannot meet you and do that. And I even finished off with saying, please don't do that, because it doesn't take an astronaut to figure out that it is dangerous, regardless of whether or not you've done it previously or not. You should probably stop doing it, right? That's the way I see it anyway. So just thought I'd share that story with you guys. Let me know what you think, if it's real or not, in the comments. So we're at the Aquaduct here, and I'm just going to read this straight from the website because I'm not going to pretend that I have any idea what this is on my own. This is a large turreted bridge which crosses the River Wharfe north of Strid Wood. The splendid castellations hide the pipe that carries water from the reservoirs at the top of Nidderdale to the cities of West Yorkshire. The bridge also provides a perfect place to cross the river if you wish to shorten your walk instead of heading up to Bardon Bridge. So we're going to go up this set of steps up onto the aqueduct and have a look if we can see any of the pipe work for the aqueduct. Oh, that's a picture, isn't it?
You know what it feels like?
That's cool, that.
You know when you play like Dark Souls and then there's enemies and
It
all
does.
those little bits?
I'm gonna hazard a guess that a lot of my audience haven't played Dark Souls. But if you play Dark Souls, honestly, let me know.
There's something there, I don't know what it is.
Electrical work that is certainly
I dare you to touch it.
disused. I'm gonna say that it's probably... Now, these turrets are cool. Your little spy holes. I'm not tall enough to see over this. This is like my head height. This is what you would see if you were me. I need to be this much taller. Leads back down towards Strid Wood. The river's still really dark brown. It's very peaty. Getting in the turret. Defending the aqueduct of the Bolton Abbey. Can you see any enemies?
No.
No? I don't think you could hit an enemy that
Just
was
a
right next to
gremlin.
you. Just a gremlin. Okay. Fun fact, M's version of playing a game and shooting at enemies is she once shot at her own shadow. She attacked her own shadow. That's kind of the level of, you know, if M was defending you, that's the level of defence you would get. She'd probably shoot herself. Oh, it's absolutely boiling.
Yeah,
Wasn't expecting it to be this warm.
No.
But we're on to the next place now, so we're just leaving Aquaduct. So I think I know where we're going next. Next point of interest should be Bardon Bridge, which is where we will turn around and head back. We've got a little tunnel to walk through underneath the bridge. Hello! Woo! Oh, it was so cool in there. Very nice and cool. To my regular viewers that, you know, I see in the comments consistently, I did actually say in one of my last proper adventure videos, I'd actually said that me and Em were going to start going out more this summer, and obviously it's been really good weather, so anyone in the UK will probably be aware, like, we pretty much had no rain for like 2 or 3 weeks. Me and Em have actually still been going out, it's just we haven't really been filming it. So like last weekend we were in Windermere, and rather than adventuring like out in the Lake District itself, we went into a Lake District town centre and just literally just milled about, like just done anything, walked in all the shops. We
ate some fudge.
Yeah, she she pinched some fudge from a shop because she claimed that that she wanted some fudge and it was like £3.50 at this shop that we'd seen previously. So we went into another shop because that one had closed. And we went in to buy some. She said she didn't like the fudge in there, but there was little samples, and she tried the sample and she was like, yeah, I don't really like it, so I'm not going to buy this one. And then on the way out she was like, oh, I'll just take another piece, you know, just to make sure. So she didn't like it, but she took 2 samples. So, but that's what we were getting up to. I went and got like a Father's Day present and stuff. Got Dad a couple of beers and like a map of the Lake District and stuff to go up. But obviously we didn't really film that, although we did get inspiration to do something where we set ourselves challenges in the town centres and activities to do using like a spinning wheel. Let the wheel decide on what we get up to in these town centres.
If you like the sound of it, give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
The video, and then we'll know.
Yeah. There's going to be, we had the idea of like we can pick loads of activities, what do you call it, forfeits. So we'll put forfeits on the wheel, where if it lands on the forfeit, it might be something stupid like jump in the closest water source. And obviously we're in the middle of the Lake District, so there's going to be water sources everywhere. That would be, so we could potentially land on that. So it's just stupid things on a wheel, and also activities like going on a boat or a paddle boat or something on one of the lakes, or getting a tattoo, like a fake tattoo, because there's tattooists or whatever set up on the side of the water's edge and stuff. There's all sorts of stuff in the Lake Districts that we can do. So let us know. Give this a thumbs up if you'd like to see that, but let me know in the comments if you would really like to see it.
What are you doing? What have you done?
Who remembers these things?
Sticky buds.
These sticky buds. What do you guys call these? Because in school, we used to, when these used to grow in summer, we used to come home with sticky buds all over you because your mates would throw them, stick them in your hair and stick them to your clothes. But I guess not everywhere calls it the same thing.
Yeah.
Does everyone call these sticky buds?
Get away.
There's loads of people parked up on the opposite side of the River Wharf here, and all we can smell is barbecues. Specifically burgers.
Yeah.
Like I can smell
grilled meat.
As the edges of the burgers start to go black,
Yeah.
that's specifically the smell that I can smell right now. And it smells goddamn good. So according to this sign here, these trees were replanted in 2005. So this is the growth since then. It does look a very dense forest. So we've just got to Bardon Bridge now.
It means more about like if, let's say, the aircon at work had broken. But I was like, hey, this is the equivalent of the aircon.
I know there is a road. Let's go over it. So welcome to Bardon Bridge.
That make it better.
Thank you.
So me and Emma are walking back down the right hand side of the river wharf now. We've just left, there's loads of barbecues and stuff haven't gone off back there, and we've just had a nice lolly walking through it all. The smells are amazing. Emma, what's the next thing that we go see? It might be like Desolation. What's next? Em, tell us.
Dallas. Yeah, Valley of Desolation.
On Em's watch, guys, that top number with the blue symbol next to it, we've just hit 10,000 steps today since leaving the car. So we're just approaching the Strid again. You can see it just through that valley there. That's where the washing machine area is of the Strid. So we're right above it right now. We're going to walk along the side of it towards the Valley of Desolation. Let me know what you guys done this weekend. We're on it's currently Saturday the 23rd. It is
24.
And me and Emma obviously at Bolton Abbey. What are you guys up to? So we think we're approaching the part where we need to veer off to the left, because this will be the water that comes from the Valley of Desolation waterfall. Maybe it's just up here. I'm sure there used to be a sign somewhere. So we've just came through this gate here in the wall, and this is the field that leads to the Valley of Desolation. Got to walk through this farmer's field, and then there's one more farmer's field that goes through some foresty area, and then you come out on the left hand side and that's where the valley is. So me and Emma have just got to the top of Valley of Desolation. You can hear some people down here, so we're going to make our way down. Oh, looks like people are swimming. So that's me and Em just leaving Valley of Desolation waterfall now. It's really busy and I don't want to poke about with the camera for too long because people are trying to swim and chill out. But yeah, it's nice. It's a nice breeze at the bottom of the waterfall. Get a bit of the spray from the water. We're going to head down to the Priory now and all of the ruins and the grounds. So we're going to head back down there now. Probably a 20-minute walk or something for us to get back down there. I'll catch you when we're outside the ruins. So we've just walked past where we parked the car at the pavilion, and right behind us, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up from that distance, but the Priory is just there behind us, the old church and stuff, and the ruins. So we're just going to head up. There's a little path back up to the roads, and then we're going to make our way down towards the church and check out the ruins. Frederick Charles Cavendish, or Cavendish, however you pronounce it. That is his fountain. Stop it! You're ruining a perfectly good shot with your head popping up. Heart of Bolton Abbey Estate lies the Priory Church in its beautiful riverside setting. The land was gifted to the Augustinian canons by Alice de Rumley in 1154. So we're at the front of the Priory Church here, and the ruins are around the back, but it looks like the doors are open and I can just see a group of people going in now, so I think me and Em, we're gonna have a walk in, right? We're gonna have a look inside.
What's in there?
The church stuff.
Oh, okay.
After you.
Okay.
Do you have much commentary to add to this?
Nice. Beautiful.
It is really nice.
I like a ruin.
Yeah. I actually filmed those windows when I was inside. Filmed the full length of it. You see how dark they look from this side, but on inside they're just full of colour.
Did you read the thing? It said it told the story of Jesus in...
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I think that's what the stained glass windows, they usually do, tell a story, don't they? The Strid has like millions and millions of viewers, but it's surrounded by stuff like this.
Lots of side quests.
Yeah, loads of side quests. So me and Em are just heading down to the bridge that you can see in front, just behind that tree right there. And there's some stepping stones just off to the side of it, so we're going to go and have a go on the stepping stones. So we're on the stepping stones, guys. Some of them have a little bit of a gap between them. Yeah. What, that? It's grippy, it's not...
But now I'm stuck.
You're not stuck.
I'm scared.
Do you want... Would it be better if you had my wrist to hold on to? Good. Right, I'm going to have to free up some space, hang on.
Sorry, you're going to have to bear with us.
Oh! Oh! Uh-oh! Saved!
Right.
Good job.
Come on.
I can't get on there with you.
No, but I'll move.
But how can you move?
Are you comfortable with like putting your foot on there? It's not slippy if you aim for the bit that's not in the water.
You can try. Right, are you ready? Or maybe hold your wrist out there and I can grab you from there. Yeah.
Why do you think wobbling? Or is that just my
You done it. Good job. You done it.
I understand why everyone were holding us up now.
It's the worst bit, that.
I've got a good spot here.
So I need to put my foot on that.
Yeah. And then I'd do it in one continuous movement. So just step and keep your momentum just coming forward to me, and just like sort of crash into me. Just trust that your foot will land on that spot, and then just move forward.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
2, 3.
That's it. You did it. You did it. Good. I'm not stuck. I'm all right. All right. Em's doing well, guys. As some of you know, she suffers from vertigo, and this, even though we're not high, it's just the feeling of like being unsteady on your feet. So it's challenging for her, but she's doing well. That one's not even that bad. You just need to get a foot down and then get your second foot down on it, because you want both feet on that one, don't you? You good?
Okay, yeah, I can do that one on my own. I think.
Yeah, these next ones.
What a mission this has been.
I know.
Yeah, this is Agility 99. There you go, and it's all smooth sailing from here on out. Isn't it? Well done.
Oh, it's easy to start, isn't it?
It does,
Start
yeah.
bit in middle.
Some people have just gave up and got in. So, we're going to sign off here. It's been a great day out in Bolton Abbey. I've enjoyed doing the circular and experiencing all the other points of interest that you can see here, rather than just focusing on the Strids. But we've had some fun at the Strid, so I hope you've enjoyed that. So, thank you for joining us on this adventure around Bolton Abbey. Let me know what you've done this weekend in the comments, and I hope you all appreciate Em being back again. But yeah, signing off from the Priory at Bolton Abbey. Peace.